million. Sunrise Construction, Inc. was awarded the contract to do the refurbishment. Desmond John, the contractor, says given just 7 to 10 days to complete, it was a challenge, but they are on schedule to hand over the building by Thursday.
We went into the existing registry with the registrar and the Ministry of Infrastructure and actually duplicated the size of the offices, took the measurements, and we came into this building, got out everything that was inside, and everything that you're seeing here today is basically brand new. We have soundproof offices, we have cubicles, we have desks, we have refurbished toilet facilities, the kitchenette has been rebuilt, and we are 99.9% ready. By midnight tonight, this building will be completed and ready to be occupied.
Chrislina John, GBN News.
What was once the boardwalk on Melville Street has been transformed into a wall walk or a concrete walk. Construction took at least 2 months to complete, though this led to some inconvenience at the time. This was one of 4 projects visited by the Minister for Infrastructure, Gregory Bowen, on Wednesday.
The norm of a boardwalk just going across, there's no concrete, a lot of columns must replace into the sand, and when you're walking into the sand, into the sea, the foundation must be critical. You can see the strength of it now, so no one will be looking down and being frightened, and you can see both sides. There was board, right, material, now you have metal, so people can feel safer in between. It's a totally different design.
All right, this to report. As part of continued national efforts to safeguard and update the Grenadian population amid the present threat of the coronavirus, COVID-19, the Ministry of Health announced that as of today, Wednesday, the 18th of March, 2020, there is still no confirmed case of COVID-19 in Grenada. The Ministry of Health received its latest test results from the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, which indicated that all 8 samples, including contact tracing done at the Radisson Hotel, were negative. Health Minister Nicholas Steele told the GIS that despite the welcome news, he and his team will not get complacent, and the ministry will continue to encourage more people to get tested as necessary. To date, 18 samples have been tested, all of which returned negative. We invite you to stay with us. You're watching News at 7. Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association speaks on COVID-19 impact. We'll be right back.
Angie, don't you know that you should not fly kites near electrical poles and wires? You should only fly it in open areas. If the kite gets stuck, it can cause power outages throughout the village.
Then I'll just pull it down, Johnny. Simple.
No, you shouldn't do that. You can get shocked. You should call Grenlec at 237 and they will come and help.
Alright.
Never fly kites near the power lines. If your kite ever gets tangled, do not attempt to remove it on your own. A message from Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
One bad vibe and I'm out this. No, you can't stop this. We're out to get it with Lucas and day and night. Yeah, we're on this. I know you want this. Come on and taste the energy.
Good vibes only. Lucasade. Taste the energy.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack. I can take the long road. 'Cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. can do. Rise with no wings, fly. Rise and we're so high, enjoy the view. Rise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 350 local anywhere calls and texts. With the always-on prepaid plans, all for $25. Keep your number when you switch to Grenada's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Are you looking to rent chairs and tables? Then call Waggy T Rentals. We rent tables and chairs for any event. We have 7 different types of chairs: plastic, folding chairs, gray and white, resin white chairs, conference chairs, even Chivari chairs in gold and white. We also rent 6 feet and 8 feet rectangular folding tables, 4 feet and 5 feet round tables, and even cocktail tables. Give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Or visit our office at Frequente Industrial Park, Grand St. George.
There is currently no vaccine to prevent coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19. The best way to prevent illness is to avoid being exposed to the virus. However, everyday preventative actions to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 disease include washing your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Always wash hands with soap and water if hands are visibly dirty. Use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a paper napkin, then throw the napkin in the trash. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces using a regular household cleaning spray, a wipe, or paper towel. Eat lots of colored fruits and vegetables to help boost your immune system. This reminder is made available by Grenada Paper Products, manufacturers of Royal, Quick and Easy, and Horizon paper towels and napkins.
My name is Ed Southgate. I'm from West Tech Building Products in Calgary, Canada. We supply St. Louis UPVC windows with a North Americanized European window system, as well as a slider system that's for residential homes. The commercial system is good for hotels, hospitals, any commercial buildings, as well as high-end homes. Our products are all tested to a AMA standard, which is the North America standard for windows and doors. Our PVC also has 10 parts TiO2, which is high in the industry, that we feel gives it the longevity that he requires because of the harsh climate that you guys are in for sun and wind and rain. West Tech Building Products has partnered with Mohammed from St. Louis UPVC to offer him one of the higher end products that are available in the marketplace. This is my second visit here, and we check the quality of the product and the way their processes are to ensure they follow the standards that we set when we first came here over just almost a year ago. And I think that with that quality, you can be assured you'll have the performance in the windows that you're looking for your homes or businesses that are available now right here on the island.
Now buy 3 bottles of Place dishwashing liquid for only $8. Available at Best for Less Supermarket, Eat Fresh Supermarket, MNC Jones Supermarket, Home Pride Supermarket, The Food Fairs, Carenage and Grandans, Roberts Enterprise, Springs Food Mart, and Charlo Supermarket.
Other Place products available: hand sanitizer, fabric softener, hand washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and toilet cleaners. Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe St. George.
Why not stay in? Turn off the alarm clock and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz. For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
The Aedes aegypti mosquito spreads the dengue, chikungunya, and Zika viruses. It only needs a small amount of water to breed. Check for stagnant water regularly. Buckets including the rim should be drained and kept dried. Avoid using flower pot plates, but if you do, ensure they're emptied every 2 days. Get rid of water that settles in potted plants. Dish rack trays should be emptied daily. If your pipe leaks, throw away the collected water and rectify the leakage promptly. Mosquitoes also breed around the roots of plants. Change the water, rinse the roots, and scrub the vase to remove mosquito eggs daily. Remember, by destroying mosquito breeding sites, we can prevent dengue, chikungunya, and Zika.
Hello again, you're watching news at 7. The government of Grenada has tested 18 people to date for the coronavirus. So far, all 18 results are negative. The first 10 results revealed earlier this week were also negative. Live on the line is Dr. George Mitchell, coordinator of the COVID-19 Response Committee. Good evening, sir. Dr. Mitchell, thanks for joining us.
Hello, Kenroy.
Yes, sir. All right. So what's the latest on the tests carried out?
Well, thus far, we received the 8 results that of the tests that we sent down yesterday. And in a way, I'm happy to report that they're all negative. And we conducted these tests on persons who were associated with that case that we know about from St. Lucia, who stayed at that particular hotel. So, and we are really happy in a way that our country has not recorded any cases thus far, but I must tell you that our practitioners, our team, are very vigilant, and we continue to do all the contact tracing according to our protocols as established, and we continue to keep our eyes, nose, ears, and everything open to ensure that we do the right tests and we do the right things in order to protect our population.
Okay. To what extent is contact tracing helping the authorities in all of this?
Well, this is a scientific way that has been established by public health authorities to ensure that those persons who you think are the most likely to have been in contact with a positive case is made. And so this is a methodology that has been established by WHO, used by all public health authorities in the world to try and find positive cases of any condition, any disease.
Okay. Dr. Mitchell, should the nation be doing anything a tad bit different to uphold the news of negative results coming back?
Kenroy, I am hardly hearing you. Is there any way we can do, you're forcing me actually, and I don't want to answer the wrong question.
Okay. All right. Okay, Dr. Mitchell. All right, we'll leave it there for the time being, but thank you so very much. We will reach out to you, of course.
Thank you. And Kenroy, I just want to say to the population that as soon as we find a positive case, that would definitely be reported to the nation.
Okay. We thank you for that, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. George Mitchell, coordinator of the COVID-19 Response Committee right here in Grenada. Thank you, sir.
All right, now several hotels around the region are temporarily closing their doors in light of travel restrictions and the threat of being quarantined due to COVID-19. Grenada is no different, as the Caribbean faces a major downturn in the hotel industry as each island is being touched by the effects of COVID-19. While the next due payment of taxes to government is one of the main concerns, the human interest side, the workers and their families, are also of paramount importance. A bleak future has been painted for the hotel and tourism industry if nothing is done sooner rather than later. Jared Joseph has this story.
The impending VAT date and the sustainability of businesses in the tourism and hotel industry over the next few months, added to the lack of guests due to cancellations, are some of the major issues being currently faced. Hotel cash flows are being affected by refunds to guests who have cancelled bookings, which have led to the closure of several restaurants. CEO of the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association, Arlene Friday, says an appeal for an economic stimulus has been made to the government on Tuesday.
We need a moratorium on the collection of VAT. We need help with our staff, being able to keep our staff. We're really concerned about the people that we employ. Many businesses, have worked with their staff for years and years, and we're concerned how our staff will manage over the next few months.
Ms. Friday notes that government has responded positively on VAT payments and speaking to financial institutions about deferring mortgages and loans.
Businesses will close. Businesses have already closed. Hotels would have to shut their doors. And we all know that tourism is a huge, part of the economy of Grenada. And that's what we fear. We're scared for our businesses, and we're scared for our workers as well.
She confirms that several hotels have closed their restaurants so far, and with the future looking bleak, many hotels may have to close. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
News at 7 Live. The Inland Revenue Division of the Ministry of Finance is in protective mode. It said in a press statement that it is taking the necessary precautions to protect taxpayers and its staff against any case of COVID-19. It has asked that individuals with flu-like symptoms do not visit the division and/or any of the district revenue offices, including Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Arrangements are being finalized to facilitate online payments. To avoid crowding at the IRD, customers are encouraged to make use of the revenue offices around the island to pay and file taxes before the deadline. Additionally, there would be managed entry to the IRD. A tent has been set up on the carenage outside, the carenage side, of course, with seating to control crowding within the building. Hands will be sanitized on entry to the division, and protective measures in line with the required social distancing will be implemented to allow only a limited number of customers to enter the cashiering and taxpayer service areas at any given time. Doors, handles, handrails, and other surfaces will be sanitized intermittently by cleaning staff during the workday. Taxpayers are also advised to utilize the check boxes provided to deposit check payments and drop-off boxes for the collection of accurately completed income tax and annual stamp tax returns. We can tell you too that the Inland Revenue Division says it remains committed to facilitate the platforms necessary for the compliance of taxpayers during this period and is urging the public to cooperate.
As the COVID-19 pandemic ravages the world, religious pundits are speaking of the end of days spoken of in the book of Revelation in the Bible. GBN sought the view of Catholic Bishop Clyde Harvey on the matter. Rena Pear has the story.
Is the outbreak of the coronavirus a sign of the end of days, as is stated in the book of Revelation? Catholic Bishop Clyde Harvey gave his biblical take on what is occurring in the world.
Over the course of human history, viruses and plagues have always affected us. Anybody who's using that to talk about the end of days, it means that Christians in various times, centuries past, could say the same thing, and the end of days didn't come. Right? There are many times when you look at the Christian history, and this is where some of the newer churches, I think, have to start to read the history books. When you read the history books, you understand that from time to time, plagues, hurricanes, and so on come our way.
While Grenadians are trying to come to grips with the fact that it's no longer if, but when Grenada will record its first COVID-19 case, Bishop Harvey spoke of the exploitation of church members for financial gain during this troubling period.
And then the understanding is, well, give your money to the church to secure your future with God. That is equally sinful. So let us be very, very clear, because this issue I think is important. Nobody, absolutely nobody, must profit financially from the disaster of another human being.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Still to come from us, Canada biometrics testing postponed. You're watching News at 7.
Antibacterial washing powder, fresh and clean. When I put on me clothes, me must swing. When I wash me clothes, no other detergent could ever wash me clothes like this.
Now buy 3 bottles of Place dishwashing liquid for only $8. Available at Best for Less Supermarket, Eat Fresh Supermarket, MNC Jones Supermarket, Hope Pride Supermarket, The Food Fairs, Carenage and Grandance, Roberts Enterprise, Springs Food Mart, and Charlo Supermarket.
Other Place products available: hand sanitizer, fabric softener, hand washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and toilet cleaners. Distributed by 14 Foods Company Limited, Tempe St. George.
Want to learn a skill and earn a CVQ? The National Training Agency is inviting unemployed men and women between the ages of 16 and 35 to apply for Skills Training CVQ Level 2 under the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program. The occupational skills areas open for applications include beekeeping, allied healthcare services, community tourism, live sound recording, recording engineering, and small engine repairs. Applications may be completed at the NTA's office on Belmont Road, St. George's, Grand Quarters Office, Lower Depredin Street, Wall, Labukan Creative Center, the GCNA Complex, Kirani James Boulevard, or Sedu's office in Granbra, not later than March 21st, 2020. For more information, call the NTA at 435-9092 or 435-9093 or email info@grenada.nta.gd.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
My name is Hollis Map, aka Mr. Killer. Why should I drink any other rum than Clark's Court rum? When Clark's Court is the rum that supports my community, my culture, my country. A long time ago, my ancestors used to work in the cane fields. Today, we own the rum, Clark's Court rum. Grenada's #1 rum. But my people, if you drink, don't drive. When you drink responsibly. And if you're under 18, don't drink at all. Clock's Court rum. Grenada's #1 rum.
So you're looking for doors and windows that look sophisticated and are very secure? Then St. Lou Metals is your one-stop shop. Our windows and doors make sure your home not only looks great, but is more secure. We manufacture shower enclosures, doors, windows for residential and commercial properties using high-grade material and the latest technology. If you want to save money and improve your home's appearance, you have made the right choice by shopping at St. Lou Metals. For a free quotation, visit us today at the Frequente Industrial Park or call us at 439-6538 or 439-6539.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 70 channels and 12 in HD. All for $200 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
With the coronavirus impacting every country, the Canadian Embassy has decided not to come to Grenada to conduct biometric processing for the time being. Christina John reports.
Foreign Affairs Minister Peter David confirmed that the second round of biometric processing of Canadian visas in Grenada that was due to take place on Monday 23rd and Tuesday 24th March has been postponed. Minister David spoke about the changes in an exclusive interview with GBN on Tuesday.
Of course, the coronavirus has impacted everything, and as a result of that, the Embassy of Canada has indicated that they will no longer be coming to Grenada at the time indicated. Of course, the crowds that will be assembled, there would be a violation of our decision to have the social distancing required to fight the disease. So, unfortunately, the Canadians will not be coming. They have taken that decision, but it is a decision we support because we believe it is in keeping with our policy of trying to contain the virus by undergoing the social distancing.
Just over 4 months ago, Canadian officials were in Grenada conducting biometric processing for visas, where a number of Grenadians capitalized on the opportunity. This saved them the expense of travels to Trinidad, Barbados, and other islands to obtain Canadian visas. Canada, as of Monday, March 16th, has confirmed 407 cases of the coronavirus. Presently, the country has closed its borders, restaurants, and bars. According to officials here, Grenada has not yet recorded any case of the virus. Christina John, GBN News.
News just in, Jamaica has recorded its first COVID-19 death. The Ministry of Health announced this afternoon. The 79-year-old man died Wednesday at an isolation facility after his condition started to deteriorate. He was being prepared to be transferred to the University Hospital of the West Indies for intensive care when he died. The man had diabetes and hypertension and had resided in the United States. He had tested positive today. Meanwhile, 2 more positive cases have also been confirmed, bringing the country's total confirmed COVID-19 cases to 15. We would have more regional news coming up in around the globe.
So tragic. With the economic impact of COVID-19 already affecting Grenada due to the early closure of the cruise ship season and schools, Christopher Diali, representative for the private sector in the Senate, says businesses have been putting plans in place to deal with the financial and operational impact it will have on their entities. Rena Pear tells us more.
Private businesses on island are implementing plans and procedures adhering to the call of government to practice social distancing and proper hygiene practices. In the background of this, businesses are also applying strategies in light of a financial and operational struggle that may arise due to an outbreak. According to the representative of the private sector in the Senate, Christopher Diali, this is of great concern.
Of course, there's the cost to the business of employees not being there to perform their duties, productivity issues, how we service our customers and all of that. And of course, the issue of sick leave and who honors and when. Because if you self-quarantine for 14 days, the issue becomes when does a sick leave become issued and who takes up the cost in between there. Some of those gray areas are areas that we need to discuss and see what happens and how it's going to be dealt with.
He explains that as they prepare for the worst, private sector representatives and other stakeholders, including the Trade Union Council, will be meeting during the week.
The initial thinking from the private sector is that all of us have to share the burden. We can't put everything on NS or the government. Some of us have to share. So there are discussions that are going to be taking place today between the private sector organization, which involves the chamber, the GCIC, and employers, and Hotel Association, to have an understanding of the impact on them and the various sectors. And of course, we are going to meet with TUC as well to understand how we could both jointly work something around the staff and the amount of staff members who may be laid off, for example, in the hotel sector.
Senator Diali also stated that operators of the private sector hope to discuss with government and financial institutions on ways they can help soften the financial burden for businesses as they all seek solutions. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
It's now time for tonight's edition of GBN ISAW, compliments Clear Vision Eye Center. Tonight's ISAW features video footage of employees at True Blue Bay Resort using the social app TikTok to create videos in light of the coronavirus pandemic. Since the pandemic, social media has been abuzz with TikTok videos as family and friends use the app as part of their indoor family activities. You can send in your photo and video submissions via our social media platforms.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
We invite you to stay with us. We'll be back to report other news.
Imagine having more money in your pocket every month. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've been thinking of. Imagine investing in yourself through education, land ownership, or even a business venture. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union get you on your way with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Consolidate your debts, get better terms on your mortgage, use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. One lucky member will get 0% on their loan for the first year. For more information, call 440-1354. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
It's new. innovative and classy, and a cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Say we doing well, he said.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
We all want a home that matches our way of life. But it's not just about building or buying a dream home or purchasing land with the most breathtaking view. It's about finding the bank that would make you feel at home. A home easy loan from Republic is your best choice. It's more than a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Visit any of our 6 branches. Submit your application forms on our website or talk to us on Facebook. Experience peace of mind today. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
We all want a home that matches our way of life. But it's not just about building or buying a dream home or purchasing land with the most breathtaking view. It's about finding the bank that would make you feel at home. A home easy loan from Republic is your best choice. It's more than a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Visit any of our 6 branches. Submit your application forms on our website or talk to us on Facebook. Experience peace of mind today. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Ministry of Social Development is informing beneficiaries of the Support for Education, Empowerment and Development Program, SEED, that payment to beneficiaries aged 60 and over will be made at individual homes until further notice. The adjustment in the payment process is a bid to exercise social distancing and to protect senior citizens against the potential threat of the coronavirus. Payments to the beneficiaries over 60 will begin this coming Thursday, 19th March, will continue on Friday, 20th March, and will then resume next Monday, 23rd March.
Health Minister Nicholas Steele stated that the Ministry of Health will maintain the lead role in the dissemination of information regarding COVID-19. He was at the time responding to questions posed as it relates to the role of the National Disaster Management Agency in the process.
Referring to COVID-19 as a health storm, the minister says, though seen as a disaster, it is not much of a national disaster management undertaking, but rather a health one.
With respect to NADMA, this storm is a health storm. NADMA most definitely has been, we've been in discussions and coordinating and so. But like with a rail hurricane, the information and flow of information comes primarily from Met Office. In this instance, the information and flow of information comes primarily from the Ministry of Health. NADMA's mechanisms with respect to dissemination of information, and more importantly in this instance, the flow back of information from the various communities, if and when we were to be closed off from a community or so.
Response to collaboration with regional agencies and establishment of a task force, the minister says SEDIMA is working along with CARFA in information sharing and that the regional ministers of health are in constant contact with each other, providing updates. Looking at the risk of people contracting the virus through contact with infected people, especially on flights, the health minister explains that laws are in place to deal with people making false declarations, those who are non-compliant, withholding their travel history, or even reporting symptoms resembling that of the coronavirus. He explains what is possible.
To the Public Health Act, the establishment, that is why I established a sanitary board. The sanitary board does have the power of forceful quarantine. forceful isolation at a facility, appropriate facility or so. And there are others with respect to national security, etc., purposefully endangering. There are existing laws with respect to false declarations on any of the forms entering the country, customs or immigration.
Christina John, GBN News.
The weather is up next, followed by sports news and around the globe. Stay with us.
It's detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. The festive season is over, so let's start 2020 looking and feeling like a boss with our many body cleansing options. Purchase detox products as low as $50. Purchase detox combo packs as low as $100. Receive 10% off on all in-house colonic irrigation treatments. Take control of your health now. Don't delay. Call us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. We are located in Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. These offers are valid from January to March or while stocks last. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. Detox your way to health.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. A telephone number 440-8787, or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
Opio.com.
Sale. All the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound. Lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
All right, weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times, with the isolated early morning shower possible. Tonight's minimum temperature, 24 degrees Celsius. Wind east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Sea slides to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open water. Tides low at 5:50 p.m., high at 11:50 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 6:13. The weather on Thursday, the 19th day of March, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times, with few brief morning and nighttime showers possible. On Friday, the 20th, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times, with few brief morning showers possible. And on Saturday, the 21st, partly cloudy to cloudy at times, with few brief showers. Wherever you are, to stay with us for the sports news now.
And sporting fans are challenged at regional cricket franchises such as the Windward Volcanoes and Leeward Hurricanes continue to face is that of the selection and logistics for the teams. The Windward Island teams are selected from the inter-island tournaments where the best players from the various territories separated by water are gathered together. Volcanoes director Dwayne Gill notes that just the training of players under the franchise poses a financial cost and burden.
We contract 15 players, but you have players on our depth chart, so we probably have about 25 players. And we make attempts to get them in probably for a month, probably for about 3 weeks, depending on what the coach requires. And financially, it is a financial challenge. Even our tournaments, when we have to play tournaments, and we have 4 tournaments, you have the under 15, under 19, you have the senior men's tournament, and we also have a women's tournament now.
Right.
Right. And when you have to fly, various players around, no other territory besides the Leewards would have those kind of challenges.
Gill adds that it's also a struggle for sponsors of the developmental cricket.
Thankfully, we have the support of 4 vibrant associations. We have the support of the different governments of the 4 countries involved. And we're happy with that support. We're hoping that can continue if we are to see our players moving on to West Indies teams at all the levels, from under 15 to the senior level. That support has to continue, but we do need additional support from the private sector.
He says it's quite a challenge for the young and upcoming players to continue from their transition through the various levels.
Because, we look at these guys and we see them coming through. You look at a guy like Kamani Milius, you look at Emmanuel Strode. These are 2 former West Indies captains. These are captains of the West Indies on the 19 team for the last, 2 tournaments. And they have been produced in the harshest of circumstances, right? And, people look at them on the stage and we're very happy that they're there. But what does it take us for them to get there? And how can they continue on to other teams, the West Indies A team, the West Indies B team, and other representative teams?
The Trinidad and Tobago Football Association has been disbanded as football's world governing body, FIFA, has appointed a normalization committee to run the daily affairs of football. A FIFA statement read on Tuesday, and I quote here, "The decision follows the recent FIFA CONCACAF fact-finding mission to Trinidad and Tobago to assess, together with an independent auditor, the financial situation of TTFA. The mission found that extremely low overall financial management methods combined with a massive debt have resulted in the TTFA facing a very real risk of insolvency and liquidity. Such a situation is putting at risk the organization and development of football in the country, and corrective measures need to be applied urgently." The William Wallace-led Trinidad and Tobago Football Association is challenging FIFA's decision. Over now to Jamaica. UWI-FC remains optimistic, though relegation from the Red Stripe Premier League, or RSPL, seems inevitable. Max Straw, Technical Director of University of the West Indies FC, believes that his team has what it takes to turn around their fortunes whenever the 2019-2020 season resumes. The RSPL, which is currently in its latter stages with approximately 4 games remaining in regular season, has been temporarily suspended, of course, due to the novel coronavirus disease COVID-19 outbreak. Members of the Premier League Clubs Association, PLCA, and the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, are expected to meet sometime this week to determine if and when the league will restart and whether or not it'll be behind closed doors. Olympic organizers have warned no solution will be ideal in preparing for Tokyo 2020 after being accused of putting athletes in danger. The summer showpiece is scheduled to begin on the 24th of July, and this despite the relentless cancellation of sporting events as a result of the coronavirus outbreak. Olympic champion Caterina Stefanini said that the International Olympic Committee was risking their health. Britain's Katarina Johnson-Thompson said training had become impossible. The International Olympic Committee, or IOC, in responding, stated, and I quote here, "This is an exceptional situation which requires exceptional solutions. The IOC is committed to finding a solution with the least negative impact for the athletes while protecting the integrity of the competition and the athletes' health." The latest sport report there for you. Stay with us, of course. When we return, it'll be with a recap of tonight's major stories.
This is the probe around the globe for today, Wednesday, March 18th, 2020. Montserrat has recorded its first case of COVID-19. Speaking at a press conference on Wednesday, Minister of Health Charles T. Kernan said they received confirmation from the Caribbean Public Health Agency that the island has its first case. The sample was sent from a suspected case identified on March 13th. That same sample was one of 3 sent to CAFA for testing and the only one that returned positive. The patient is from the United Kingdom and was aboard flight BA 2157 on March 10th from London with another passenger who tested positive for the virus in Antigua. The Jamaican government's response to the novel coronavirus outbreak is being praised by the World Health Organization and America's top diplomat in the island. The commendations came Tuesday as the island completed work on a COVID-19 isolation ward at University Hospital of the West Indies, and the same day that Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton announced new measures, including crowd restrictions to no more than 20 people, the closure of bars, nightclubs, and other entertainment venues designed to stem the spread of the virus. The United States is to deploy military hospital ships to fight the coronavirus, Donald Trump said on Wednesday, as he likened himself to a wartime president and invoked a Korean War-era law. As America and Canada announced they were closing their borders to non-essential travelers, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said Trump was dispatching the Navy's 1,000-room U.S. Navy Comfort to the city's harbor. The moves came as the number of deaths in the United States from COVID-19, the illness caused by the coronavirus, reached 115, with confirmed cases soaring to 7,323, according to a Johns Hopkins University tally. Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders will assess his campaign after suffering more losses to Joe Biden in Tuesday's primary contest. Mr. Biden won in all 3 states to hold votes, expanding his lead. His campaign said Mr. Sanders will discuss his options with supporters. Meanwhile, Mr. Biden appealed to Sanders' backers to anoint him as the Democrat nominee to face President Donald Trump in November. And that's it for the probe around the globe. When we return, a recap of the major stories. Now for a recap of the headlines. Construction worker dies on construction site after being trapped by heavy equipment. All COVID-19 tests returned negative. In sports, Windward Volcanoes franchise continues to face logistic challenges. And around the globe, Montserrat confirms first case of COVID-19.
If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other stories. That's all from us. I'm Kenroy Batiste.
And I'm Beverly Tellisford, thanking you for watching. Good night.